Hello, my name is Teacher James and I'm coming to you from my VIPKid classroom. I'm a VIPKid teacher and I'm working full-time. The work is challenging and takes effort, but it is enjoyable. I work from home and the pay is quite good, something between $3,500 and $4,000 a month. You can choose your own hours and if you like, do only some part-time work, making less money. I spent a lot of time developing and figuring out the best way to work with VIPKid, and I realized I have a lot to share. I can explain the whole process from application through being a full teacher. I can tell you how to prepare efficiently for classes without sacrificing quality, and I can tell you how to deal with the pitfalls that come with teaching with VIPKids. My experience can be your experience, and that will save you a lot of effort and get you making money more quickly. Now, why am I doing this? Well, VIPKid pays for teaching, and that's what generates $3,500 to $4,000 a month for me. But VIPKid also pays a bonus for signing up qualified teachers. In return for my experience, I ask you to list me as your reference for VIPKid. I set out my referral code and my email in the information to this video. If you do use my referral code, I will be able to answer any of your questions about VIPKid now or after you start teaching, and this doesn't cost you anything. Let's get to the details of VIPKid. First, what is it? Well, VIPKid is a multi-billion-dollar company that links North American teachers to Chinese students to allow those students to learn English. The company is very well established with hundreds of thousands of students across China and tens of thousands of teachers across North America. The Chinese educational system places a high emphasis on good English, and today advancement in China requires good spoken and written English. Parents want their children to be fluent in English, and there's a high demand for competent teaching from a North American teacher. Note I say North American. You must be eligible to work in either the United States or Canada as a prerequisite to working with VIPKid. You can live anywhere in the world, but you must have the right to work in either America or Canada. In my experience, most teachers are American, although there are plenty of Canadian instructors too. Now, because the market is so strong, VIPKid has done amazingly well. There's a great demand in China, and there are lots of people who are or can be really great English teachers in North America. So what is it that VIP teachers actually do? Put most simply, you make pre-arranged video calls with Chinese students. These video calls, or lessons, are 25 minutes long and follow a detailed guide of PowerPoint slides provided by VIPKid. The teacher does not prepare the lesson except in the sense of being familiar with the materials in advance. After the lesson, the teacher prepares a form for written feedback to the parents and VIPKid saying how the class went. The lessons vary in complexity depending on the ability of the student, but the student's placement is made by VIPKid. VIPKid teachers, together with their qualifications and time availability, are posted on a website which parents in China review in order to select a teacher for their child. Names of teachers are limited to first names, and there is no direct contact between the parents and the teachers. Once you qualify to teach, there will be a period of a week to a month before you're fully booked, but VIPKid will provide sufficient work. They do not guarantee teaching hours, but in practice there is plenty of work. How much does it pay? Your income depends upon the hours you teach and your qualifications. If you teach for more than 6 months, you will get modest increases over time, and there are incentive programs that can help boost your income. Generally, starting teachers get paid about $18 an hour, but that varies on the qualifications, so you can start higher or sometimes slightly lower. Most teachers seem to teach 5 days a week for 3 or 4 hours a day, And because of the time difference between North America and China, you can teach that time before or after a regular day job. This leads to around $1,200 a month. Working full time, you can make 3 or 4 times that. The money is deposited directly to your bank account. VIPKid does not deduct taxes, so you have to make sure to pay your own taxes. Now, what are the prerequisites to becoming a VIPKid teacher? Well, 1, you need a bachelor's degree or equivalent from anywhere in anything. The key is that you have an education, not necessarily one in teaching. 2, as I've mentioned, you must be legally entitled to work in the United States or Canada. And 3, you must have at least 1 year teaching experience. Now this includes homeschooling, tutoring, coaching, mentoring, other life experiences, basically anything with an educational component. And of course includes regular teaching at a school as a school teacher. It can include things as diverse as camp counseling or training other people at work. The key is that your experience must add up to at least a year of full-time instruction. If you have these qualifications, you will be interviewed for a position as teacher. Now, if you have the qualifications, what are the next steps to becoming a teacher? The steps to qualification are fairly mechanical. They do involve real preparation, but they are not difficult. Rather, they are time-consuming. With a possible exception that I'll come to in a later video, you must do an interview or recorded interview. The interview can be live or you can videotape it in advance. It's important to prepare for this interview so you can showcase your teaching skills to a VIPKid recruiter. You have to complete training and watch videos to learn about VIPKid technology standards and curriculum. And you must complete a mock class. This involves the practice teaching of a 10-minute class with a VIPKid teacher. None of this is paid for, but it is an investment that will allow you to teach. There's a fair amount of work involved. Later videos in my series will go through each step in more detail, but it took me about a week of daily preparation to get through the 3 steps. For most people, 5 or 6 hours total preparation time is sufficient. Now, once you go through these steps, you sign your contract, upload documents, and complete a background check. There is no cost to you for any of these steps. And once that's complete, you're now a full-fledged VIPKid teacher. You can open your time slots, and VIPKid students can and will start booking you. You just get ready to teach, and it's that simple. Now, what are the pros and cons of working with VIPKid? The pros are easy to see. You get paid quite well for work you can do at home. The work is interesting. The classes you teach are often quite informative, and they're always interesting. I've learned a great deal of history, geography, and biology. The students are, in general, charming, respectful, and a lot of fun. There is, as always, the grouchy and sullen child, but even they're not much of an issue, as your classes are short and you do not deal with every child that frequently, perhaps once a week. The cons of working with VIPKid are less obvious. First and foremost, China is literally the other side of the world from North America. As a result, and it varies a little bit about where you're located, your schedule is the reverse of a Chinese schedule. My 4 a.m. is China's 4 p.m. So if a student in China wants a lesson right after school, it will be very, very early for me. On the weekend, when students want to take a class in the early afternoon, it will be the middle of the night. As a result, you end up working basically a night shift. If you're working part-time and have a full-time job, this can be great because you can do your VIPKid hours and then go to work. But if you want to do VIPKid full-time as your job, recognize that it's going to be night work. Second, you do have to prepare for classes. This preparation is not paid for, except for a very brief 5-minute transition between classes, but this is totally insufficient. As you teach more classes and get more experience, the preparation gets less. But there is preparation. I estimate I prepare about an hour for every 8 hours I teach. What I do is start working about an hour before or after my classes so as to prepare for my upcoming classes. Finally, you work alone. There is social media that's available. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook, which I'm afraid is often toxic. And there is a special chat room set up by VIPKid for teachers. But in the end, you are by yourself and you're working alone. If you're the sort of person who craves the company of coworkers, you will not find that at VIPKid. It's basically you and you alone. So how do I measure the pros and cons? Well, I'm here and I love it. VIPKid is great. Yes, you have to work hard, but that's true in any job. It's a fun and practical way to make a decent living from home. If you're interested, the rest of my series goes into detail on all the nitty-gritty that you'll need. And as always, feel free to send me an email and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in VIPKid. Bye for now.